Hello everyone. We are going to learn here the process of multiplying in other bases. I'm going to start with some examples of multiplication in different bases, and we're going to start with base 4 values, right? So let's put together two values here to multiply. So I'm going to use 32 base 4 multiplied by 3 base 4. Now, before we do the multiplication, let me tell you that the process is also going to use some of the rules of addition in other bases that we learned before. All right. So if you're not familiar with that, you may want to go through the video for that, the recording for that. But those rules are going to be applied in the process of multiplication. Now, first of all, I'm going to list the numerals for base 4 system. So let's write those down. The numerals for base 4 would be 0 to start with, and then 0, and then 1, 2, and 3. So there are four numerals in the system, and they start from 0 and go up to 3. Now, keep in mind that the digits that we come up with during the multiplication process will contain only one of these values. All right, the digits can only take a value of 0, 1, 2, 3 because we are working in base 4. So the process of multiplication begins the way we work in the decimal system. So we take 3 and multiply by the first digit in the number above, in this case 2. So 3 times 2 is a 6, correct? So 3 times 2 is a 6. Let me write that on the side here. 3 times 2 is a 6. However, 6 is not a numeral in base 4 system, so we have to start bundling, all right? We can write 6, again, bundles of 4, because again, we are working in base 4. So we have to create bundles of 4. So there is one bundle of 4 in 6. We can create one bundle of 4. And then the remaining would be a 2, all right? So this 2, the remaining part, we are going to put here as the first rightmost digit in the answer to the multiplication, and this bundle of 4 that we created up here is going to be carried over. All right, this one, it's one bundle, so it's going to be written as a 1 above. Then we continue with the multiplication. This time we multiply 3 and 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. But we have to add the 1 here. So 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. But 10 is a value not in the numeral system for base 4. So let me write on the side because we have to create bundles. All right. So let me write 3 times 3. And then this is the plus 1. So 3 times 3 plus 1 is 9 plus 1, 10. Again, 10 does not exist in the numeral system. Therefore, we have to start creating bundles. Now, 10 would have 2 bundles of 4, correct? So we will have 2 bundles of 4 because 10 can be written as 8 plus 2. So it's 2 bundles of 4. It's 2 bundles plus 2. The remaining is 2. We cannot bundle that up. So this 2 here is to be written as the next digit to the left. All right. And the 2 that we bundled, all right, this bundle of 2 would be, since there are no more digits to multiply with, we write this 2 over here. All right, to the extreme left. And then put the subscript of 4 to indicate that this is a base 4 value, and that's going to be your answer. It's as simple as that. So you see over here, we did use the rules of addition that we had learned before, all right, by creating bundles of 4 in this case, because that's the base value we were working with. So whenever you see the result of your multiplication of the digits amounts to a value which is outside the range of the numerals in that base, you have to create bundles. All right, you have to create bundles and carry it over when multiplying with the next digit, right? For the second example, I'm going to multiply two base 6 values and also show multiplication by double-digit values, all right? So I'm going to choose this number here, 5, 1, 2, base 6 multiplied by 2, 3, base 6. All right, so we are going to multiply these two values, but first I want to list the numerals which I've already done for base 6. The numerals for base 6 start from 0 and go all the way to 5. Now, the reason for doing that is if in the process of multiplication we end up with a value which is greater than 5, we have to use the bundling process. All right, so keep that in mind. This is just a reference point for us to remind us that these are the numerals for base 6. If we get a value which exceeds the highest number 5, then we will have to bundle. We have to use the process of bundling. All right, so we'll start by multiplying 3 and 2. It works the same way as in decimal multiplication, except that when we do the bundling, we will be doing that in bundles of 6. All right, so we'll start by multiplying 3 by the digits in the number on top. All right, so 3 times 2 is a 6. Now 6 is not a value in the numerals for base 6, so we have to do the bundling here. So let me write that down. It's 3 times 2, right? 3 times 2 is a 6. And from the 6, we can create one bundle of 6. And there are 0 digits remaining, right? 0 remaining. So what we do is we write the 0 down here as the first digit when multiplying by 3. And we carry over this bundle, one bundle of 6, to the next digit. All right, so I'm going to use this black to indicate that this is a carried over number. So we continue with the process of multiplication. This time it's 3 times 1, which is a 3, plus 1, which is the carried over number. So 3 times 1, 3 plus 1 is a 4. Now 4 is a value in the numeral system for base 6. Therefore, we do not need to bundle anything. Let's just write the value 4. All right. So going on with the process of multiplication, 3 times 5 is 15. Now 15 is a value well above the above 5, which is the largest numeral in the system. So we have to use again the bundling process. So 5 times 3, or 3 times 5, 3 times 5 is 15. Now from the 15, we can create 2 bundles of 6. All right, so here is one bundle of 6 and then another bundle of 6, which gives us 2 bundles of 6 plus remaining is 3, correct? 15 minus 12 is a 6, is a 3, So this 3 is going to be written to the left of the 4, all right, and we are going to carry over this 2. All right, let's carry over this 2. Right, so after the 5, there's nothing more to multiply 3 with. So we just write the 2 to the left of the 3. All right, so let me write this 2 is here, 2. So we got 2340 base 6 when we multiplied by 3. Now we have to continue the process because now we have to multiply all these digits up here by the 2. All right, so I'm going to put a cross. I'm going to cross out this position. It's going to remain blank and continue the process from the next place. So 2 times 2 is a 4, which is a value within the numeral system. So we don't need to carry over anything. So we write the 4 below the 4 above. And then 2 times 1 is 2. So that should be written below the 3. And then we have 2 times 5. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase these carryovers from the previous multiplication. Otherwise, it's going to cause some confusion, or it may cause some confusion. So 5 times 2 is a 10, which is above the range, or which is outside the range of numerals listed here. So we have to use the bundling process. So let's write it down here. 2 times 5 is a 10, right? So from the 10, we can extract one bundle of 6, and what will remain is 4. So again, we are going to write the 4 to the left of the 2. This 2 is what I mean. And then this 1 is going to be the carryover. Now, since we have completed the multiplication at this point and there's nothing else to multiply 2 with, we just write this 1 to the left of 4. All right. And now we have to perform the addition of these 2 rows that we just got from the multiplication. Again, when adding, we have to do some carryover. We may have to do some carryover. So again, those rules of addition are going to apply here, all right, or may apply here. So 0 plus 0 is a 0, all right, so I'm going to write that 0. Next is 4 plus 4 is 8, but 8 is outside the range of numerals here, so we have to use the bundling process. So let's do that. 8. From the 8, we can extract one bundle of 6, and we are left with a 2. So again, write the 2 below the 2 4s here and carry over this 1. So this 1 is going to be carried over here. All right, this 1. Now next is, and let me just position it properly so there's no confusion. It's going to be it's the carryover for this particular column. All right, so 3 plus 2 is a 5, and 5 plus 1, the carried over number has to be added, is a 6. So we will have to bundle here. Sorry, we'll have to bundle here 6. So we create one bundle of 6 with 0 remaining, correct? With 0 remaining. So we write the 0 in the position here. This is a 0. And carry over the 1. All right, we carry over the 1, which will be added when we multiply 2 plus 4, 6, plus 1, 7. So 7 also falls outside the list of numerals. So we have to bundle 6, and the remaining is a 1. So again, list your 1, write your 1 in this position here below 2 and 4. And we carry over a 1, which we write up here. All right, there's a 1 we carried over, and 1 plus 1 is a 2. So let's write that. And essentially we are done at this point. All right, so the final answer of this multiplication of 2 base 6 values would be 210206. All right.